Alex wakes to the sensation of a hand lightly brushing their face, only to find their room empty. The window, locked before they went to bed, now stands ajar, letting in the cold night air. On the bedside table, where there was once nothing, lies a single sheet of paper with trembling handwritten words. "Do not fall asleep. You won't wake up alone." The faint sound of footsteps echoes from the hallway, but Alex lives alone. Alex, a 27-year-old freelance graphic designer, leads a quiet life in a small, snowy town surrounded by dense woods. One evening, they check their mailbox and find an envelope with no return address. The letter inside reads, "Do not fall asleep. You won't wake up alone." There's no signature, but the handwriting feels eerily familiar. Alex dismisses it as a prank but is unsettled. The cold winter air outside feels oppressive, and they swear they see movement in the tree line as they close the door. That night, Alex struggles to sleep, tossing and turning. Around 3 a.m., they wake to the sound of faint scratching behind the walls. Investigating the noise, Alex turns on the lights and searches every corner of their room but finds nothing. The scratching stops abruptly, leaving an eerie silence. They notice something odd, a strange symbol etched into the frost on the inside of their bedroom window. It's crude, like it was drawn with a shaky hand, and vanishes as Alex rubs it away. The next morning, they convince themselves it was a sleep-deprived hallucination and try to shake off the feeling of unease. Trying to distract themselves, Alex visits the local library to work. They notice an old man sitting in the corner, staring at them with intense, unblinking eyes. As Alex passes him, the man mutters, "The letter came, didn't it?" Startled, Alex stops, but before they can respond, the man warns, "They'll come soon. You must not sleep." The librarian interrupts, saying the man, Elias, has a reputation for being eccentric and rambling about curses. She brushes him off as harmless, but his words stick with Alex. That night, Alex tries to stay awake, fueled by the man's cryptic warning, but exhaustion overtakes them. They dream of a dark, featureless room where a faint whisper grows louder and louder, saying, "Join us!" In the dream, faceless figures slowly close in on Alex, their movements jerky and unnatural. Alex wakes abruptly, heart pounding, and finds deep scratches on their forearm, as if someone or something clawed them while they slept. The scratches match the symbol from the frost on the window. Alex stares at the wound, dread sinking in. In the distance, a faint sound of footsteps echoes through the house. Alex, frozen in terror, whispers, "Who's there?" But only silence answers. Alex starts noticing subtle but disturbing changes around the house. Picture frames are slightly tilted, even though they haven't been touched. Furniture feels like it's been moved, even though everything looks the same at a glance. At night, the faint scent of burning wax lingers in the air, but Alex doesn't own candles. One evening, as they wash dishes, the water turns ice cold. Looking up at the window over the sink, Alex sees a faint reflection of a figure standing behind them. Turning around, there's no one there. Alex finds more of the strange symbols appearing throughout the house. One is scratched into the floor beneath the couch. Another appears on the bathroom mirror after a hot shower, written in the condensation. Desperate for answers, Alex researches symbols online, but finds no clear match. They recall the old man at the library and resolve to find him again. Alex finds Elias sitting in the same corner of the library, surrounded by books on folklore and the occult. When approached, Elias initially refuses to talk, muttering, "You shouldn't have opened the letter." Alex insists, and Elias relents, explaining that the letter marks the beginning of the sleepless curse, a torment placed upon anyone who receives it. The cursed are hunted by entities known as the Restless Ones, spirits of those who died violently and were denied peace. Elias reveals he also received the letter years ago, but escaped by isolating himself and never letting his guard down. He warns Alex, "They feed on your fear. The more you doubt your reality, the stronger they get." The stress begins to take a toll on Alex. They start seeing shadowy figures in their peripheral vision, brief flashes that disappear when they turn their head. At work, they overhear colleagues whispering their name, but find no one speaking. The whispers morph into faint giggles or murmurs, echoing long after they leave the room. Alex records their dreams to make sense of them. In one dream, a faceless figure whispers, "You can't hide. We are always watching." Alex confides in their best friend, Clara, but notices a disturbing change in her demeanor. Clara's responses are flat, almost robotic, and her gaze is unnervingly fixed. During a visit, Clara suddenly grabs Alex's arm and whispers, "It's already too late. You're one of them now." She quickly snaps back to her normal self, confused and claiming not to remember what she said. Alex leaves Clara's house shaken, feeling utterly alone and unsure who they can trust. Back at home, Alex finds a new letter on the kitchen table, though they locked the door behind them. It reads, "Sleep will not save you. The darkness has already claimed you." The lights flicker, and the sound of faint scratching begins again, but this time it's coming from inside the bedroom closet. Trembling, Alex approaches the closet where the scratching grows louder. They swing the door open to find nothing but their clothes. As Alex exhales in relief, they notice something horrifying. The same symbol scratched onto the inside wall of the closet, fresh and dripping with a dark, tar-like substance. From behind them, a faint whisper says, "You let us in." Spinning around, Alex finds the room empty, but the air feels colder than before. Determined to understand their torment, Alex dives into research at the library, piecing together fragments of local history. Decades ago, a small, secretive group practiced occult rituals in the town, claiming they could manipulate dreams to transcend reality. The practice ended abruptly when all the members vanished without explanation. Survivors whispered about a curse, where spirits of those who meddled with the dream realm would never rest and would seek new victims through the letter. Elias adds that the only survivors of the curse were those who found and followed the Keeper's rule, though no one knows what that truly entails. Back home, Alex's nightmares intensify. They now wake in cold sweats, certain they felt hands gripping their wrists in their sleep. Objects in the house move on their own. One night, Alex's laptop flickers to life, displaying a distorted image of their face with the words "Join us" flashing on the screen. Alex begins hearing faint cries of "Help me" coming from the walls, growing louder each night. The voices sound like their own, but distorted and pleading. Alex confronts Clara, demanding to know what's happening. Clara, looking pale and terrified, reveals she also received the letter years ago, but burned it, thinking that would save her. Clara breaks down, saying she's been haunted ever since, but the torment lessened when she gave the curse to someone else. She confesses, "I sent you the letter." Furious and betrayed, Alex storms out, but Clara warns them, "You can't escape them. It's only a matter of time." That night, Alex attempts to burn both the letters and the journal pages. The fire roars unnaturally high, filling the room with choking smoke. As the fire dies, Alex sees a figure standing in the shadows, a tall, humanoid entity with no eyes, just a mouth that twists into a cruel smile. The Keeper speaks in a deep, resonant voice, "You cannot destroy what binds you. The only way out is through." The Keeper vanishes, leaving behind a chilling warning. The choice will come. You must make it before dawn. Alex finds a new letter on the table. It reads, "To break the curse, you must offer them what they seek. A soul for a soul." They hear Clara's voice from outside, calling for help. Looking out the window, Alex sees her standing in the snow, motionless, staring up at the house. Torn between saving themselves or confronting the curse, Alex grabs the journal and prepares for the final confrontation. As Alex steps outside, the front door slams shut behind them, locking them out. Clara whispers, "It's too late." The fog thickens, and shadowy figures begin to emerge from the trees, surrounding Alex in a slow, deliberate circle. Alex is encircled by shadowy figures, their faceless heads tilting unnaturally, as if mocking Alex's fear. Clara stands among them, her face pale and void of emotion. The Keeper reappears, towering over the scene. Its voice booms, "The time has come. Choose." Alex is presented with two options: sacrifice Clara's soul to end the curse, refuse and become one of the restless ones, doomed to haunt others. Clara suddenly pleads with Alex, her voice breaking, "Please, don't let them take me." Alex hesitates, torn between anger at Clara's betrayal and the thought of damning her to a fate worse than death. The keeper offers Alex the means to perform the sacrifice, a knife and an ancient incantation. Clara is pulled to the ground by shadowy hands, screaming as Alex watches in horror. The figures begin to chant in a guttural, otherworldly language. The air grows colder, and the ground beneath Alex's feet feels like it's sinking. Clara begs Alex to remember their friendship, insisting they can find another way. Alex desperately tries to reason with the keeper, asking for another solution. The keeper sneers, saying, "There is no other way. Sacrifice or suffer." A flicker of defiance sparks in Alex. They pull out the journal, flipping through its pages for a clue. Hidden within the symbols, Alex deciphers a passage hinting at a third option, breaking the curse by severing its connection to the cursed bloodline. To do so, Alex must face the spirits head-on and willingly descend into the restless realm, an eternal nightmare where the spirits dwell. Alex declares their choice to the keeper. "I won't sacrifice anyone. Take me instead." The keeper laughs, delighted by the choice, and opens a swirling vortex of darkness. Shadowy tendrils wrap around Alex, dragging them into the portal. Clara screams as Alex disappears. The restless realm is a void of darkness filled with whispers, screams, and faceless figures endlessly pacing in the shadows. The ground feels like it's alive, pulsating beneath Alex's feet. Inside the realm, Alex is bombarded by horrific visions, their own face reflected in the darkness, twisted in agony, ghostly figures of those who came before, pleading for release. The restless ones surround Alex, taunting them with their worst fears: abandonment, failure, and betrayal. Alex begins to lose their grip on reality, but remembers the journal's instructions. Show no fear. Stand firm. Summoning their courage, Alex confronts the spirits, shouting, "You won't control me!" The figures recoil, and the void begins to crack like glass. The keeper reappears, furious at Alex's defiance. It attacks, its shadowy form towering and monstrous. Alex fights back by reciting the incantation from the journal, channeling all their willpower. The keeper begins to weaken, its form flickering and collapsing into the darkness. With a final scream, it vanishes, and the restless realm begins to disintegrate. Alex wakes up in their bed, gasping for air. The house is silent, the letters gone, and the symbols erased. For a moment, it seems like everything is over. But as Alex looks into the mirror, they see a faint shadow standing just behind them, whispering, "This isn't the end." Alex tries to move on, convincing themselves the nightmare is over. Days pass without any signs of the curse. The symbols, letters, and whispers are gone. They return to their daily life, but something feels off. Objects seem slightly out of place, and their reflection in the mirror lingers just a second too long. One night, while brushing their teeth, Alex hears faint whispers again, but when they turn off the faucet, there's only silence. Alex receives a message from Clara, who's visibly shaken. She says the nightmares have returned, but they're different this time. More vivid, more personal. Clara shares a haunting realization. It's not over. You didn't end it. You only delayed it. That night, Alex dreams of the keeper. Smaller now, but still menacing. It hisses, "You broke my realm, but you cannot break the bond. The restless will always find you." Desperate, Alex visits Elias again, who looks older and more frail than before. He admits he hasn't heard of anyone truly escaping the curse. Elias suggests Alex's act of defiance might have weakened the curse, but didn't destroy it. The restless ones feed on fear and guilt. As long as you carry those, they'll keep coming back. Elias warns that Alex's only chance of survival is to confront the source of the curse, a final confrontation with the keeper itself, wherever it has retreated. Alex begins to prepare, studying the journal and piecing together the fragmented symbols and incantations. They find references to a true gate, a ritual to summon the keeper on their terms. The ritual involves creating a circle of salt, mirrors, and candles, all arranged under the light of a full moon. Alex hesitates, knowing this could either end the curse or doom them forever. On the night of the ritual, Alex lights the candles and begins reciting the incantation. The air grows heavy, and the room fills with the smell of burning wax. The keeper emerges, smaller and weaker, but still terrifying. The keeper taunts Alex, mocking their defiance and claiming, "You will never be free. You are part of us now." Alex realizes the only way to end the curse is not to destroy the keeper, but to sever their emotional connection to it, releasing their fear and guilt. The keeper grows stronger as Alex's fear builds, but Alex focuses on memories of strength and love, moments when they felt most alive and connected to others. This weakens the keeper, which begins to dissolve into shadows. Alex shouts, "You have no power over me anymore." The keeper shrieks in rage, collapsing into the circle of mirrors. As the last remnants of its form vanish, the mirrors crack and the candles snuff out. The room falls silent, and Alex collapses in exhaustion. When they wake, the symbols, shadows, and whispers are gone. The curse is broken, or so it seems. Weeks pass, and Alex feels a sense of peace they haven't known in months. Their reflection appears normal. Their dreams are clear, and life starts to return to normal. But one evening, while walking through the snowy woods near their home, Alex feels a familiar chill. A faint voice whispers from the darkness, "We never truly leave." Alex turns, but sees only the empty woods. They walk away quickly, the words echoing in their mind, a reminder that some horrors may never fully die. As Alex steps back into the warmth of their home, they glance at the mirror and see their reflection, unchanged, except for a faint, shadowy figure standing far in the background, watching. Alex begins noticing subtle, unsettling things around the house again. Shadows linger a little too long in the corners. Reflections in windows seem to shift slightly when Alex isn't looking. Strange bruises appear on Alex's arms, though they can't recall getting hurt. Determined not to let fear take hold, Alex tries to ignore these signs, reassuring themselves the curse is over. But deep down, they feel the ominous presence lurking, waiting for the right moment to strike. Alex gets an unexpected call from Clara, her voice trembling with fear. She says she's been having vivid nightmares again, worse than before. Clara confesses that she's seeing Alex in her dreams, standing in her room, whispering the same phrase over and over, "Let them in." Before Alex can respond, Clara screams, and the line goes dead. Panicked, Alex rushes to Clara's home, only to find it empty. The door is ajar, and inside, strange symbols are scrawled across the walls in what looks like ash. As Alex searches Clara's home, the air becomes colder, and a strange, static hum fills the silence. Whispers echo through the rooms, calling Alex's name. In Clara's bedroom, Alex finds her journal, filled with frantic entries about the Watchers in the dark and the Keeper's return. The last entry reads, "It wants Alex now. I won't let it take me again." Suddenly, the door slams shut, trapping Alex in the room. The whispers grow louder, overlapping into screams as the walls seem to close in. Alex escapes Clara's house and runs home, only to find the symbols now scrawled all over their own walls. The lights flicker, and the house fills with the sound of footsteps, though no one is there. Objects begin moving on their own. A chair skids across the floor, books fall off shelves, and the front door slams shut behind Alex. Standing in the living room is Clara, her face pale and lifeless. She whispers, "You should have let them take me." Her body contorts unnaturally before she disappears into the shadows. The keeper reappears, but this time it is no longer weakened. Its form is massive, its shadow engulfing the entire room. It growls, "You thought you could escape me?" The restless cannot be denied. Alex realizes the curse was never broken. It was waiting for Alex to succumb again. The keeper demands one final choice. Join us willingly, or let your world crumble. Alex refuses to give in and makes a desperate plan. Recalling a passage in Clara's journal, they prepare a ritual to banish the keeper and the restless ones permanently. The ritual requires Alex to sacrifice something pure, something they hold dear. Alex takes out an old photograph of their parents, the last remnant of their childhood innocence, and burns it in a circle of salt and candles. As the flames rise, the keeper roars in anger, its form splitting and twisting as Alex chants the incantation. The restless ones scream, their shadows pulled into the fire. The keeper refuses to be banished, attacking Alex with shadowy tendrils. Alex fights back, wielding the flames of the ritual and the last of their strength. In a final act of defiance, Alex plunges their hands into the fire, channeling all their will into the incantation. The keeper shrieks, its form collapsing into ash and smoke. The house is consumed by light, and Alex collapses as the shadows vanish. Alex wakes to find the house eerily quiet. The symbols are gone, and the oppressive weight in the air has lifted. For the first time in months, they feel a sense of peace. However, they notice faint scars on their arms, reminders of the curse and the battles they endured. As Alex steps outside, they see the snowy woods stretching endlessly, a strange calm settling over the town. But when they look back at their reflection in the window, they catch a fleeting glimpse of Clara standing behind them, her face blank and staring. Somewhere in the distance, a faint whisper carries on the wind, "It's never truly over." Days after the ritual, Alex struggles to resume a normal life. They notice subtle changes in their surroundings. Colors seem duller, time feels distorted, and people seem slightly off, as if they're wearing masks. They wake in the middle of the night to faint knocks on their bedroom door. When they open it, there's nothing but a chill breeze and a lingering smell of burning ash. Alex begins to question if they truly escaped the curse or if they're trapped in an elaborate illusion created by the keeper. While walking through the town, Alex hears Clara's voice calling their name from dark alleys and empty streets. At home, the sound of Clara's laughter echoes faintly, growing louder each night. Alex finds more of her belongings mysteriously appearing in the house. Her favorite mug, her scarf, and eventually her journal, placed neatly on Alex's bed. The last page now has new words scrawled in an unfamiliar hand. "We're still here, Alex. Let us in." Alex notices their reflection behaving strangely. It blinks when Alex doesn't, smiles faintly when Alex is terrified, and even steps out of sync. One night, the reflection speaks in Clara's voice. "You thought you could escape, didn't you?" The mirror cracks, and Alex is momentarily pulled into a vision. They're in the restless realm again, surrounded by shadowy figures whispering, "One of us." The keeper's voice booms, "You are not free, Alex. You are part of the darkness now." Alex snaps back to reality, but the mirror remains shattered, with the faint outline of a handprint on the glass. Alex begins to doubt their sanity, unsure if the world around them is real. They hear their own voice in the whispers now, repeating the keeper's chilling words. People around them act normal, but Alex notices fleeting moments when their eyes turn black or their faces seem to shift into shadowy masks. Alex visits Elias again, only to find his shop boarded up and abandoned. In its place is a handwritten note. "There's no escaping. Run." The whispers escalate, and Alex starts receiving cryptic messages on their phone. Videos of their own house with shadowy figures lurking inside. Photos of Clara, smiling faintly, in places Alex has never been. One message reads, "Return to us, or we will take everyone you care about." Desperate, Alex tries to flee the town, but no matter which road they take, they end up back at their house. Snow begins to fall, blanketing the streets in eerie silence. One night, Alex wakes to find the symbols carved into their walls again, glowing faintly. The shadows in the corners of the room begin to move, slowly taking on humanoid shapes. Clara appears among them, her face serene, but her eyes hollow. She whispers, "It's time to stop fighting, Alex. Join us." The keeper's towering form emerges from the darkness, offering Alex one final choice: accept the curse and willingly join the restless ones. Resist again, but this time at the cost of Alex's own soul. Alex refuses to give in and recalls a desperate passage from Clara's journal. "The only way to break the cycle is to sever yourself from everything. The restless feed on your connections, your fears, your hopes, your love." Alex makes the ultimate sacrifice by burning every object tied to their past, including family photos, personal belongings, and even Clara's journal. As the fire grows, the keeper shrieks in rage, its form flickering and collapsing. The restless ones howl and retreat, fading into the shadows. Alex wakes up in a barren, unfamiliar house. All their belongings are gone, and their memories feel faded and incomplete. Outside, the town looks the same, but feels lifeless, like a hollow imitation of what it once was. Alex is free of the curse, but realizes the cost. They have severed every connection to their former life, leaving them completely alone. As Alex stares into the empty woods, they hear a faint whisper on the wind. "You're safe, for now." Alex walks back inside the house, the silence pressing against them like a weight. In the reflection of a window, a shadow lingers behind them, faint but unmistakable.